welcome back to Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad you all found me again today. My channel is all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm doing my top 5 laugh out loud cozy mysteries. And I'm so excited because I think humor and cozies is one of my favorite things. I love a good laugh in life. And so here we are. And I want to put on my shirt real quick. Less is more and less is books. My bestie, Sonia from Sonia with an I, sent me the shirt. I love it. I thank you so much, Sonia. If you haven't checked out Sonia, you need to go check out her videos. She does absolutely amazing content. She's close to 1,000 subscribers. So get her there. She is absolutely amazing. Mwah. Okay, now let's get back to why we're here. Laugh out loud cozies. Let's just get started. I'm so excited to tell you about these. And 3, 2, 1, go! So the first series, this isn't going to be a shocker. It's one of my favorites of all time, probably because it's so funny. It's the Sophie Kimball series. This is by J.C. Eaton. The first book is called Booked for Murder. Okay, y'all. Our girl Sophie, she worked at a police department. I think it was in Minnesota. It was in a very cold state. Minnesota. Okay. And she becomes very close with one of the detectives. He is retiring and he is going to move to Arizona for retirement and open up this private investigation firm. And he's like, hey, why don't you come along to get you out of the cold weather? I have a job for you as the accountant at my firm. And also you would be close to your mother, Harriet. She lives in a retirement community in Sun City West with some characters, let's just say. So I don't know whether this is a win-win for Sophie, really, but she takes them up on the offer and she moves to Arizona. Harriet and her friends are a handful in the best way possible. They really make this series. I don't think that there's a Sophie Kimball series without Harriet and her friends. They are constantly getting involved in activities that then, for some reason, murder always follows them, but their reactions to it is just hysterical. Harriet owns a dog named Streetman. He's a little itty bitty dog, and you don't know whether to envy or pity him because envious because he's very spoiled, but also pity him because his owner, Harriet, she is a demanding dog owner. I think it would be exhausting for Streetman. This is just, I mean, you will chuckle, you will hoot. It's a good time. Oh my gosh, it's one of my faves. Next up is another favorite series. I think I'm going to restart this just because I still haven't read the last one. So it's a 20-book series. I'm on number 19, but I just can't bring myself to read number 20 because the author has made a statement that was her last book. She is, I think, in her 80s, and I'm so happy that she is, retiring, but I'm so sad for us readers. It is the Jane Austen series by Laura Levine. The first book is called This Pen for Hire. This is probably the funniest on the list to me. Now, I will tell you, this humor is not going to be for everybody. Jaine is one of those people that has nothing good happens to Jaine. It's always calamities, but in a very humorous way. And the other thing is Jaine is very self-deprecating. So if you don't like that kind of humor, it's probably not the series for you. But if you do, oh my goodness. So Jaine is a writer, pen for hire. You can hire her to write anything. She will ghostwrite a book. She will make an ad campaign for a toilet company. She will write a play. Whatever you need her for, she's a pen for hire. Oh my goodness. She has a cat named Prozac, and that cat, you hear the cat's thoughts. The cat's not talking, but you kind of so Jaine is telling you what she thinks the cat would hear, which we all do. Oh my gosh, look at him looking at me. He's telling me that sort of thing. It is hysterical. This cat is evil, but to me, again, I think in the funniest of ways because 1, it's fictional, and 2, it's not my cat. So, or vice versa. 1, it's not my cat, and 2, it's fictional. So I can laugh at it and be fine with it. Oh my gosh. too funny. The best part of this series to me, the other most funny part of this series to me, is Jaine's parents have retired and they moved to Tampa, which is right where I'm at, because it's the headquarters to QVC, and her mom needed to be closer to the QVC headquarters because she thought her packages would be delivered faster. You know, like you do. You pick up and move for QVC, of course. And her parents send her emails. Holy moly, you will laugh until, oh my gosh. I just can't with mom and dad. So their emails are outrageous, but they're also almost the mirrored opposite, which makes me just giggle, because mom will be like, do you know what your dad just did? I just can't anymore with your father. He is embarrassed, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll be like, her dad calls her Lamb Chop. He'll be like, hey, Lamb Chop, I just got to put a toupee, and your mom thinks it's the sexiest thing on earth. She can't keep her hands off me. And then it just, oh my God, you will hoot with laughter. Now, I will tell you, I don't think the emails start until book 2. So if you read the first one and there's no emails in it, definitely stick around, because the second one, I think that the emails start in the second one. Oh my goodness. Again, probably the most funny on the list to me. Next up is the Meg Langslow series by Donna Andrews. This series, first book, is called Murder with Peacocks. I think there's 36 books in this series. So it has a big backlist, but if you're ready to laugh out loud for a long time, right here. This series, there is a little dog named Spike. Some may call him evil. Some may call him funny. I choose to call him funny because he's not my dog. I love her family. Her family, I feel like this series has some of the best growth in cozy mysteries. So a lot of times cozies, you don't feel like time passes, like you're reading the 8th book and it's still like day 1 of like from the first book, like soap operas. Yeah, well, this is not the case with this book. We do see the growth in the characters. We see them age. I absolutely love it. Her dad, to me, makes this series. He is absolutely hysterical. Lots of laugh out loud characters in this in general. Very, very funny. Oh, and Meg is a blacksmith, and this takes place in Virginia. And it's just, what a cool occupation for a female cozy mystery sleuth. I love it. Oh my gosh. I laughed so much at book 1 in this series. I don't remember where I was that people were looking. I'm like, hey, read the book. It was so good. Oh my gosh. I've only read the first 2 in this series and know that it is on my top 5 of laugh out loud cozy mysteries. Oh my gosh. It is the Misfortune series by Jaine. Book 1 is called Louisiana Longshot. This features Fortune Redding, and Fortune was a CIA assassin, and there's a leak at the CIA, and she is in danger. There's somebody that wants her dead. And so they send her to sinful Louisiana and have her undercover not undercover, but like her new identity, so to speak, is a former beauty queen librarian. And she is so far out of her element, but really why I cackled and laughed as much as I did was Ida Bell and Gertie. I think that's their names. Let me look for sure so I'm not telling you, right? Ida Bell and Gertie. These are 2 seniors that live in Sinful, and they're like if there was 2 Sophias on the Golden Girls, like if Sophia had a double and they were the exact same character as Sophia, only even a little bit sassier, and you might have Ida Bell and Gertie. Highly recommend. I can't wait to get back to this series myself. Last up at number 5, this isn't ranking number 5, this is just number 5 of the video. Okay, just want to make sure. It's The Southern Sisters by Anne George. Y'all, this is an older series, but a goodie. Number 1 is called Murder on a Girls' Night Out. This features Patricia Ann. She goes by Mouse. I'm going to read you the synopsis because it says, Patricia Ann, Mouse, is respectable and demure, a perfect example of genteel Southern womanhood. Mary Alice, sister, is big, brassy, flamboyant, and bold. Together they have a knack for finding themselves in the center of Birmingham's most unfortunate unpleasantness. Country Western is red hot these days, so impulsive Mary Alice thinks it makes perfect sense to buy the Scoot and Boot bar. And that's where the many-time divorced sister, which is who Mary Alice is her nickname, and her boyfriend, de jour, like to hang out anyway. Sensible retired school teacher Patricia Ann is inclined to disagree, especially when they find a strangled and stabbed body dangling in the pub's wishing well. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's an oldie but a goodie. Check it out. So I have 2 honorable mentions. Look, I couldn't pick just 5. And so I have 2 honorable mentions. Let it go. Let it go. Listen, I couldn't. Okay, the first one is the Glatty Gold series by Rita Lakin. The first book is called Getting Old is Murder, and this features Glatty Gold. And she lives in a retirement community in Fort Lauderdale, and it's just about the community. She starts like this little investigation firm, but the people that live in her community and her, it's a very tight knit, are hysterical. And there's a lot of just, so they're like, hey, we got to get to dinner. We got to get to dinner so we can get the early bird special. Come on. We're going to be late. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon. And I just love it so much. I love the location. It was so fun because you always have the sunshine, and I highly recommend the series. This is actually one of my favorite series of all time. I absolutely love Glatty and her friends. And the second honorable mention goes to the Royal Spyness series by Rhys Bowen. Book 1 is called Her Royal Spyness, and this features Lady Georgie. And Lady Georgie was 34th in line of the throne. She's now 35th in line of the throne because there's been a birth in the family. But Georgie's not that far from the throne. I think it's very interesting to think, okay, she's 34th in line of the throne, which, obviously probably isn't going to happen. But she's still like great-granddaughter to the queen, which is, pretty close in terms of, I just think that's really interesting. So Lady Georgie is in a peculiar situation because she is in a time period where women don't work, and certainly even now, like, royalty just doesn't hold down a 9 to 5. But she also doesn't want to just be married off to the royal duke of such and such. So she is in a peculiar spot, as mentioned, as in she posed. And her brother inherited everything from their family because he was the man. And so Georgie's, in a pickle. And the saving grace for Georgie, and what makes this series so funny, is that the queen loves Georgie and is constantly sending her on these crazy missions of things that she needs help with, or she wants Georgie to spy, or Georgie, you never know what Georgie's going to be up to from book to book. And I love that so much. This series also has a lot of growth. And it is historical. I don't think I said that. It starts in, what year does this series start? I don't know if it really says. Hold on, let me see. It does. 1932 is when this first book is written, and not actually written, takes place. Okay. I want to tell you one other thing about this series. If I can tell you nothing else from this video, it is to listen to this on audio. The audio narrator is the best narrator I've ever listened to a book with. Now, the audio narrator does change in, I think it's book 11. Sadly, the original audio narrator passed away, and the person taking over does a fantastic job. But the first one is absolutely incredible. I can't recommend it enough on audio. Now, I love a good laugh. I might have said that at the beginning. Life to me is all about finding happiness, and happiness for me is through laughs. So there we go. I need to know what your most humorous cozy is. please leave it in the comments below so I can check it out, because I'm always looking for a good hoot. All right, everyone. Until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.